Hello YouTube. Hello. Yeah, today we're going to build a Speedclicker app, and wait a second. Okay. Yeah. So today we are going to build an Speedclicker app. It will look like this here. So not exactly like this. Here we can select, yeah, the difficulty, and I mean that's more like an aim trainer, but we are just going to try to make an Speedclicker. And yeah, we're clicking here, and we have the time here after 20 clicks, and we will do it. Yeah, in this way. So first of all, you need to open a new file, and you need some. You need to set a new file. Sorry. It's important that you have some little beginner knowledge in Python. So, for example, you know some if sentences, or like you can print some stuff. And yeah, it's important that you watched some videos before you can yeah, implement your knowledge into the GUI. We're going to use tkinter, and I'm using Sublime Text 3 for this. It's great because we have a console in it, and yeah. So we will start with a new file, and we will save the file, save as. We're just going to choose our desktop, and you can name it like speedclicker.py. Okay, we have one, so we just call it Speedclicker 2.0. Okay, so now we have an py data. So first of all, that's the very first step or the very first thing you need to do. We need to import tkinter. As tk, you just need to remember this when you write a new file with tkinter. And we will set the root to tk.tk. And if we now close that script with root.mainloop, we will have a little window here. And everything that's written inside this thing here so everything that's written inside here will be in this window, or will happen in this window. So that's how you import tkinter. And now we can add something to the window. For example, we can change the window size. We will just do like canvas equals tk.canvas, and that's for every thing you want to add in the window. It will be the same. So it's like the same structure over and over again. So you have the canvas, and we will put root in here, so it will place at the root, or it will relate to the root. And we can set the height to, let's say, like 500, and the width to 500 as well. If we now create the window, nothing will change, because we need to place or pack the canvas. For canvas, we will just use pack. So if we pack it here, it will change. It will be activated then. Okay, so what can we do now? We can put, for example, a frame in here. So we will do like frame equals, now it's the same stuff again, equals frame. We'll set it at the root, and we'll just do another color. So we set the background, the BG, to, let's say, gray. If we now peg the frame, nothing will happen, because we can't use peg in here. The peg will just add, on the y-axis, it will add the frame there. I can't really explain this, because maybe you can see the one pixel here, that's gray. So that's our little frame. You can also do this for a button, then the button will add to the frame. It will be pegged based on the position of the frame. So if we put the frame above the canvas, it should be on top on the canvas. So it should be stacked on top. So what do we need to do? We need to place it. And if we use place, we can set the height and the position of the frame in the root. We can also say canvas. It doesn't matter, but we will say root here. And now there are 4 variables you need to set. So rel x equals, I will just type it in and then explain it. Rel y will be 0 as well. Rel height will be 1, and rel width will be 1 as well. So now we have a frame that's stacked on top of our canvas. So rel x is the position. Okay, so we are at this point here in the corner, and if we go 0 to x, we will stay here, and if we go 0 to y, we will also stay there. So, but that's with percentages. So 1 is 100%, so it will be at the end of here. So if we do this, or let's say 0.5, and here as well 0.5. We also need to set them to 0.5. We can leave it there, but it doesn't really matter. So now you see that we have our x is set to 0.5, so it will start, the frame will start at the very center of the root or of the canvas, so here, and same with y. And if we now set it to 0.4, it will, so here are 0.5, then 0.4, and 0.1 is left to the end for the x direction. So that's how it works. And yeah, we will just do it like, I don't know, maybe like 0.1 and 0.1 as well, and here we can do 0.8, and now we have like a little window inside our window. You can change the colors here. You can also type in red, then it will be red, but this is not a beautiful color. So what you can do, you can type in HTML color picker, and yeah, you see you can change the color. Let's say we'll, I don't know, like this color for example. Then you need to copy, pretty awesome for design aspects. So for our speed clicker, what do we need next? We need a button. By the way, you can also see, where do I have it? yeah, tutorials point. On this side you can basically see anything. So if you search for button, just go to the site, and now you have every thing you can deal with buttons. For example, the BD or the background. We just did the background here. BG. Command, that's a function we will come to later. Foreground, height, yeah, stuff like that. But we're just using the basic stuff. So what do we need next? We have our thing here, our frame, and we will now place in here a button and a counter of the points and a counter of the time. So first of all, we are going to do the button, and I will change the sorry, I will change the height of it. I think that's that looks better. Maybe let's do 600 here and 300 here. So now we have the button here and the counter here. Okay, I think that's good. So let's just add a button. We will call him button. We can also say, like, I don't know, like Hans. It really doesn't matter. TK point button. The B needs to be with caps. You can see it on tutorials point again. When we go to buttons. So oh yeah, here, button. Button needs to be written with the caps. So turn on the light here for a second. Okay, so now again root, and we will put a text in here. So now we have our rel x on 0.1, so now we will do 0.2, and well, y will be 0.2 as well, and height will be let's just try it out. So that doesn't look good. We just want to have it on one side. So we set rel y to 0.2, so we need to 0.6 in here and 0.3. So that should be very centered. So if you click this one, nothing will happen. To show you what we can change here, we can change it to frame, so the name we defined here. And if we click it now, the button will use the sizes here on the frame and not on the whole window. But I can't recommend this to you to use. This song is horrible. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now we have our button. But our button can't really do anything. I will call him button now. Our button doesn't do anything. And now we can, for example, define a function. Let's just call it func. And the function will be to print x. Oh, not x, sorry. To print, I don't know, like hello. So if we start this here, nothing will happen. But if we put a command into our button, something will happen. So we have a command equals, we'll just do func. What happens? That doesn't work because the func is okay. We need to put this on the top, so it's defined before we are at this point. So the problem is it will just print because the button isn't activated, and if it's not activated it will, or it's, yeah, when we just call it func, it will just immediately play the function when the button is there. So we need to put a lambda in front of it, and the lambda will do that. If we press this button, the function will be played. So if we press this, hello is put out in the console. And yeah, so now we will create a label. A label is a frame, but the difference is that you can write text into the frame. So for example, yeah, let's just do it. We will set a label, tcon.label root. So for example, we can put the text into here. Hello label dot place. I will just copy this so we are faster. Point 6.45 maybe 0.5. So there we have our text, and we'll just do it more on the top. 2.5, maybe just like 2. So there will be our time. So and now if we yeah, we can delete our text here, and if we delete it, nothing will be in the label, it's just a frame now. But what we can do, we can actually change our function here on the top, and we will change it to label. Now that weird thing here, you will type in text, and that equals hello. So now if you press the button, the text will be printed in here in the label, and we can use this. So yeah, I think for now we will start with the counter. The counter will be a big number here. So we will add another label. We will change the color later, so we don't have that white thing there, and we will call it to 0.3. rel height will be like 3, and the width can maybe a bit more like this maybe. Okay, let's just do this. That should be fine. So if we click this, hello will be printed here, and that's because we need to give them a unique name. So here we have label time, and label counter. So let's say label counter. Yeah, it works. So so now our function, so if we press this button, the label needs to count, or the number in here needs to count. So we will set a variable. We will call it, maybe we can call it x, or we can call it count. Let's just say we will call it count. So we will set count to 0. And the problem is count is, or the variable count is now a constant variable. So you can't change it. For example, if we do like count equals count plus 1, so that means that we will change count to 1 and then 2 and then 3 as often as we press on the button. So what will happen? Let's just print count. Let's see. So if you press this button, yeah, there's a mistake, and it will say local variable count referenced before assignment. So we need to set our variable count, or our constant count, to global count. So now it should work, and you can see on the very bottom here that we can count, and that is what the global does, and we can use it. So we will do count equals count plus 1, and we will set the label counter to this number. Wait, maybe we can, let's try it out, maybe we can just set this text to count, and it will change. Okay, it doesn't change. Okay. Because this happens in a function. So let's say label text equals count. That doesn't work. Oh, label counter, of course. Okay, so now it works. So our starting position is, so our starting text is set to count, so 0. And as soon as we are in this function, count will be changed. This will be no longer be recognized or remembered. So our text will be changed, or in here, yeah, in here it will be changed. So, but now we need to do a function that stops those counts. Let's say we will do like 20, and now we can use an if function. If count equals, we need to use double equal, because if you just use 1, it will set the count to another number, so we need to use this. Yeah. So if count equals 20, it will print like, I don't know, like finish. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So now we're on 20 and it will say something. The problem is it will count more and more. So we need to stop this. So if count equals 20, maybe we can just set, let's just try it out. Maybe we can just set the label to 20. No, that doesn't work. So if count equals 20, let's just do another function. And we will just override this window. So if we copy this here and just pack it into here, we will delete the canvas. And basically what it does now is if you are on 20, it will activate this function and it will just override our old frame with a new, and we will set this one to 20. So if we click this, it will change and it will stop. But we don't need this one here. We can just override our old label. So as you can see, it will stop here. Well, it won't stop. It won't end the counter to count, but that happens in the background and we won't see it. We can also set count to 0 again, but I think that doesn't matter. Okay, so that does work, and now we will set a timer. So how to set a timer? I will show you. So when we type in time x equals time, nothing will happen. Okay, we need to, of course, we need to import a time. And let's just print this, print time from time. So now we can see a big number here, and that's because the time, so these are the seconds, these here are the seconds from the beginning of the year. So it started in January and counts to until the point we are right now. So if you want to measure time, you need to you need to take a different from those two numbers, so the start time and the end time. And we can also put a C into here, and now we can see this. But we don't want this. Because that's not so accurate. So we will skip back here. So there we are. Okay. So we will set another variable. It is called x, set to time.time, and of course we need to import time as well. In here, import time, and let's just print x so we can see it, and it will immediately start the time when we open the app. But we don't want this. We will we want the time to start when we press the button. Yeah. Question is, okay, let's just see. So where's our button? Button is here, lambda func. So we need to set x equals time.time, print x. Okay, so the problem is it will change when we are clicking here. I'm not sure what to do now. Let's just open my old file here. So start button, Zuweisung, x equals okay, that's just the menu. Then we have this start, that's the start button, to func. Let's just go to func. Okay. Okay, and it will just start func1. But wait a second. But when we press this here, it should also, it will just do it once. That's weird. Oh, okay, because, oh, okay. So, the main idea behind this is that we will create a button that will override the other button, so we have another function. So, that's our func end. So we have our button, it will do this. Let's just call this func1. We will pop that out, and we will have another func that will be played at first. So t equals time.time. So that's the point where we start the time. And now Print t. Okay, so let's define a new function, func1. I think it could be solved much more easy, but on the base we just wrote. I think it's better to not change the whole thing again. So we'll just create a new button that will be the same one as we did here. We can have the same name, it doesn't matter because we're in a new function. So we will do func2 and that should create a button and a new one, and if we press this one it will count. But it won't count the first one. Okay, yeah, that's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. So it won't count immediately. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's not that clean. And it doesn't work right now, but why? Print time. Create the button. Oh, because we have this. Okay, got it. Okay, so now it just okay, we will just ignore the fact that the first number is not relevant, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So okay, the time is counted. No, the time is set to this time here, and now at the end. So if we arrive to 20 clicks, we can set a new variable to time dot time, and now we can, I don't know, let's just call it n equals y minus t. And if we print n, and now we can click as fast as we can. Okay, t is not defined. Okay, let's just do this, global t, and we will set t to, I don't know, like 1, it doesn't matter. Let's see if it works. Okay, it works. So 2.9 seconds. Maybe we can delete this. Let's see. Okay, we can. So global t was enough. So now we just need to show the time inside this thing here. So we have our label time, and we will just print it here. Label time text equals n. So the problem is, wait, let's just turn this down so we don't need to click this often. So the problem is that it will show all numbers behind our base number and I don't know, we just need 3 more numbers. That should be enough. So we will do round n dot 3, so we will have 3 more numbers after the point, and it works. So yeah, it doesn't look that good, but it works for now. So what can we do now? We can change this back, let's say like 40, or let's just say 20 for now. And if you now speed click, you will have a time in here, and yeah, we won't build a reset. We can build a reset, it's not that hard. Then we just need to put this all in a new function, and no, sorry, we need to put this start position in a function, and we need to call this function when we press a button, and then a new frame, a new button, and a new label will be copied over the old one, and everything starts again. But what we can also do, what's more easy, is we can set another button here. Button equals decay point button. The restart button, and we will just pack it for now. That should be enough. So the button is now packed on the ground here, and it doesn't need to look good right now. So now we will do a button, and you can, for example, do like I think it was root point quit. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so that's how to quit this thing. We can also do, I think it was a restart. No. We can just Google it. Restart. Okay, it's just restart program, okay. Or is it? Restart program. Okay, we need to import those things here. Let's just try it out. Restart. Okay, wait a second. Python sys. Um. I mean, whatever. We can just copy that. Do another function. So that's another way I don't prefer, but yeah, we can just copy it in. It will work fine. And what would, I'm not sure what's wrong here. Root point quit. Restart program. Restart program. Okay, now it works for some reason. Oh, I think I copied something wrong here. I don't know. But whatever, it works. So yeah, the program will be restarted. Like I said, I don't prefer this one, but it works and it's less work for you. One more thing we can do here, we can from tkinter import this one here, and now we can change. Where is it? We can change our label, our font. We can set a new font, and it will be Korea. Korea is just typing style. You can read this on the internet, what options there are, and that is the size of it. Sorry, we need to do this. And that's the size of the number. So if we do like, I don't know, 50, see the number will get bigger. We will do 100 now. No, 100 is a bit too big. Let's say 80. Yep. Func end. Yeah, we will apply this here as well. There we go. So we can also change it on the other label time. Let's see. Yeah, that's good, I think. So let's just change our colors. Background equals this color here. That's nice. We will apply this as well to the other label. And we can also change the foreground FG to white. So that's the the number. Okay, that's a problem. We need to attach this one also. In here, like that. And we will also do it here. So. Wait, what's wrong? Foreground white. Yep. We need this one here. And there we created it. And I know we can do it a lot shorter. But I think it's important to know how you can I don't know, add a button and the button will do something, do an action. So let's actually try to get a good score in here. Okay, we can do better. I just paused there. Let's do it again. Yeah, and it's pretty accurate. One more time. I will have a score below 2. Let's just restart. No. Ah, we can do it. Almost. Oh, it's very hard. Oh shit. It's very hard to get below. Now the restart button glitched there. Yeah, whatever. I won't get it. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's very complex right now. We can do it easier. Don't need this. We don't need this here. We can do it better, but it was not the reason. I didn't do the tutorial to make a beautiful thing here. Just try to explain you how you can connect things together and how you can create a button, a frame. I will maybe show you one more thing. Let's just delete this all. And I want to show you radio buttons. So it works the same with menu buttons. So if we do like, I don't know, just call it RB equals TK point radio button. Oh, we need a canvas. I think it was int var. Okay, yeah. You can see I put the peg behind this thing, because you can like canvas dot peg and this whole thing here, but of course you can also do canvas dot peg and it works as well. So we have our radio button 1, and we'll set the value to 1. The variable to v, and the text to something. And we pack this one. You see here's a radio button, and we will copy this one like 4 times, 2, 3, 4, and we will change the value to 3, 4. And now you can see we have like a selection thing, and let's just change this one here to this one. So we have 4 things to select, but nothing happens. Now we can also add like a button. And yeah, we will just pack it there, doesn't really matter, but we will move it to the top. And so the interesting thing is we have a variable, and we will set those all to this variable. If we don't have this, so that's the reason why we can press like the 1, and the old point from the 2 will disappear, so we can select anything here and just one thing will be selected. So if we now, let's just change this so it doesn't look that weird. So we can change a second. So if you press the button, something should be shown in the console. So let's say the command equals and the func1, and we will define func1, and func1 will be print the value. Okay, that doesn't work because the value is not defined. Okay, of course. So just do I'm not sure if this works, but let's see. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work. I think we can just wait a second. I think we can print v. Okay, that doesn't work, but it'll do something. So let's say command equals print v. Nothing happens. Print v doesn't work. Okay, I'm sure there was we could get it to work, but we can also do like, for example, we can do like 3 functions. So command, I don't know, wait a second. Let's see what I did here. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. So, okay. Okay. So we need to actually get v. So x equals v point get. You just need to remember this, like I didn't. And now, okay, now it works. So as soon as you press this one, yeah, you can see something will be printed. And you can do like an if statement, and if x equals 1, then you can do like one thing or another thing or another thing. And you can also do like command. Okay, my keyboard just disconnected. Command equals lambda print e point get. So yeah, if we do this, and we will copy this to the other things here, you can see that we can select things here, and it will instantly, when it's activated, it will print those things here. Maybe you can also type 1 in here. So yeah, that works as well. So you don't even need to have a value here. And it just works as a normal button. And yeah, we can, for example, we can do like if no, we need to have this, and if x equals 1, print hello. Or what we can also do is so yeah, you can see if x equals 2, print like hello, and we can do else print select something, and we'll just delete the third one for now. And so if we press 1, it will take a note here. If 2 is pressed, it will take a note here, and if we press it, it will do the red screen, or it will do the hello we typed in here. And yeah, you can press it as often as you want. And if you select nothing, it will print select something. Yeah. And I think that's a pretty good lesson. I think that's yeah, pretty cool to use. You can also do this with menu button. So you have like a menu, but maybe I can do another video to this. And yeah, that's it for today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed, and